Welcome, everyone, to BizChicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today I am here with my friend and colleague, Miss Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur. I'm Terralina from California Cover Ups, and we're the Biz Chicks. We are going to be talking tech today, so we're going to look forward to seeing Terry Johnson online all the way from New York City. And also, we're looking forward to hearing from Dr. Tachi all the way from Florida. And we look forward to her talking to us all about media. So, with that, we're going to get this party started. Hey, Fran, what you got for us today?
Well, I've got every week we do this day or this week in tech history.
Mhm.
Well, I'm going to share tech that is making history as well. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, so there's a couple of things going on, and want to make sure. Did we send a link to Dr. T?
I don't. I guess that's my responsibility. I don't know. I don't
Okay,
think
I
so.
didn't. I
I
didn't.
did not, but I'm going to do that while we're talking. Go ahead.
All right. So this day in tech history, I'm going to go back. Um, we're going to do some this week in tech history. And they got some stuff having to do with gaming and transistor calculators. But I think I'd like to start with the story from October 7th, 1952. American inventors Norman Joseph Woodland and Bernard Silver are granted U.S. patents number 2,612,994 for classifying apparatus and method, described as article classification through the medium of identifying patterns. Of course, today we better know these identifying patterns as barcodes. October 7th, 1952, the patent was issued for barcodes. And Woodland and Silver eventually sold their patent for only $15,000, but were later inducted into the Inventors Hall of Fame. Barcodes were first used commercially in 1966, and it rapidly developed that eventually by 1970, there were a requirement to have some sort of industry standard set. And so a company called Logicon Inc. created the Universal Grocery Products Identification Code, or UGPIC for short, in order to implement the barcode through the retail industry.
Mm.
Monarch Marketing, based in the United States of America, was the first company to produce barcode equipment using UGPIC for retail use. British company Plessey Telecommunications followed suit, creating their equipment later in the same year. The
Mhm.
UGPIC was transformed into UPC, or Universal Product Code symbol set, which is still used in the United States of America. The first piece of equipment using UPC was installed on Marsh's Supermarket in Ohio, and the first product checked out using barcode was a packet of Wrigley's Juicy Fruit chewing gum on June 6, 1974.
Mhm.
And the author of this post has a shout out to Johnny Roundtree of Elanders, UK,
Mhm.
for sending him the background information for this article. So barcodes eventually has led the way to QR codes.
Mhm.
And,
Mhm.
and
Oh, okay.
we're doing QR codes now. It's the same idea, but the QR codes take you to different websites and things of that nature, help you get somewhere more quickly, more directly, which is I think that's a pretty good patent. He only got 15 grand for it, but you know, wow. That's nice. October 7th, 1954, IBM researchers modify an existing Model 604 vacuum tube calculator to use transistors. This equipment didn't shrink the desk size machine, nor make it any faster, but it did use only 5% of the power the vacuum tubes based design did. Encouraged by this successful experiment, IBM introduced the first commercial transistor calculator 4 years later, the Model 608. Now, in gaming, October 8th, 1992, the video game Mortal Kombat is released into arcades. Now, one of the most popular fighting games in history, the original Mortal Kombat became well known for its graphic display of blood and deadly finishing moves known as fatalities. As often happens in situations like these, the controversy surrounding the game only served to fuel its popularity.
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Don't tell kids they can't.
Yeah, that was the thing. Um, so that was a major deal where, yeah, because I can remember the controversy. No, don't. The kids are gonna be evil if they play this game. It was a whole bunch of stuff happening. First phone call over outdoor wires occurred October 9th, 1876. Alexander Graham Bell and Thomas Watson demonstrate the first two-way phone call over outdoor wires. Bell and Watson made their call between the cities of Boston and Cambridge.
Mm-hmm. I wonder who ran that wire, but go ahead.
Somebody had to be up there
Somebody
stringing
had
the
to
wire.
run that wire.
Right.
It had to be up in the air.
Right, to run that, yes.
Mm-hmm.
October 10th, 1980, Namco officially transfers rights to Midway for the distribution of the games Pac-Man and Rally X in North America. While the exact date that Pac-Man started shipping to arcades in North America is currently unknown, most sources cite October of 1980. The Japanese release under the name Puckman had occurred in May of 1980. However, this date is important because the game's popularity didn't fully take off until being released in the United States. Pac-Man will become the first true mega hit video game in history, sparking Pac-Man fever and catapulting the video game industry into mainstream culture.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Pac-Man. Pac-Man is still fun to play. Comptometer patented October 11th, 1887. Dorr E. Felt is granted the second of two patents on his comptometer, the first practical and commercially successful key-driven mechanical calculator. Various compumeters were in continuous production from 1887 to the mid-1970s. 1887.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Come on now. Sometimes people were thinking that nothing was happening and we was in the dark age. No, people was building things. October 11th, 1958, NASA launches Pier 1, the first spacecraft launched by the newly formed space agency, originally intended to fly by the moon. A launch malfunction due to a programming error caused Pioneer 1 to only attain a ballistic trajectory, which caused it to fall back to the Earth after 43 hours of flight.
Mm-hmm.
They did get some useful scientific data by the spacecraft, though, so they were able to get something out of it. Wasn't a complete failure. Okay. And Steve Jobs' next computer was, which Steve Jobs said at the time, 5 years ahead of its time. They introduced their next computer. Due to its cube-shaped case, the computer was often referred to as the Cube or the Next Cube, which led to the subsequent model officially being named Next Cube. The new computer introduced several innovations to personal computers, such as including an optical storage disk drive, a built-in digital signal processor for voice recognition,
Mhm.
and an object-oriented development environment that was truly years ahead of its time. While it was not a commercial success, it did the technology developed for it has a long and storied history. Tim Berners-Lee developed the first World Wide Web server and web browser on a NeXT computer,
Uh-huh.
crediting the NeXT development tools for allowing him to rapidly develop the now ubiquitous internet system.
Mm.
After Apple purchased NeXT in 1997, they used the operating system of NeXT to form the base of the Mac OS X. Eventually, Apple's iOS, which runs the iPhone and the iPad, was itself based on Mac OS X and hence draws its lineage to NeXT. Finally, the object-oriented development environment that Berners-Lee used to create the World Wide Web is the forerunner of the development environment of that today's programmers use to develop iPhone and iPad apps. If it weren't for the NeXT computer back in 1988, many of the technologies we make use of today may have evolved very differently.
Mhm. Mhm.
And cellular goes live in the US October 13th, 1983. Ameritech Mobile Communications executive Bob Barnett makes a phone call from his car parked near Soldier Field in Chicago, officially launching the first cellular network in the United States. And that was one of them brick phones.
One of those satellite phones?
The brick.
Yeah, but that's
It was a cellular phone, but it wasn't satellite.
Mhm.
It was thick. So now I want to talk about some tech that is making history. There has been a lot of talk about self-driving cars, um, self-driving, half self-driving, part autonomous. There's a lot of stuff and a lot
Yeah,
of
going on.
yes. So a couple of things. Um, Tesla is still working on their self-driving cars. And right now, with the Tesla self-driving packages, you have to have a human in the car
Mm.
while the car is in self-driving mode, right?
Okay.
Well, there are robo taxis that are already out with
Yes.
no driver.
Mhm.
I shall say that again. No driver in the car.
Correct.
Yes. So
They've been having a lot of fun with that in San Francisco.
yes, so so Waymo, which is the Alphabet is the parent company of Waymo, and
Oh,
Alphabet is AKA Google.
yeah.
Um, the
I didn't
company,
know that, but go ahead. That was
yeah, they are the parent company to
I didn't
Waymo.
know who was the parent company, but go ahead.
Mhm. Uh, and in this article, it talks about Waymo revs up plans to invade LA. The company is going on a tour to give the people of Los Angeles a taste of driverless taxis.
Wow.
After
They may
proving
have
this,
more success. You know why? Their streets are wider than San Francisco's.
right, but San Francisco they still have the taxis too. They're still
Mhm.
operating.
They have them, but they've had some wonderfulness. But I'm
Yes.
saying there's probably less, um, fewer incidents in
Well, yeah. Well, so after proving itself in the fog shrouded hills of San Francisco, Waymo One is headed to Hollywood. The Alphabet owned autonomous ride hailing company announced a 6 month tour across Los Angeles that will give the people there a chance to sit in traffic without a driver to chit chat with.
Mhm.
The demo is meant to stoke excitement for a coming rollout of full service in what will be the company's second California city and the country's second largest metro area. The move comes just weeks after Waymo and other robotaxi companies won permission to expand service in San Francisco from the California Public Utilities Commission. The latest gain in a big year of growth and for long stalled tech. Waymo has been testing driverless cars in LA since February. Waymo plans to make the long make plans to make month-long stops in six different neighborhoods or cities across the LA area, starting with Santa Monica, Venice Beach on October 11th. So that was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Other stops, well, no,
That's
that was the day
2
before yesterday. It was
days
Wednesday.
ago. Mm-hmm.
Other stops will include Century City, West Hollywood, Mid City, Koreatown, and downtown LA.
Wow.
Starting next month, the company will distribute early access passes for the demo period via pop-up events and an online wait list. Tickets will allow holders to hail free rides for a week at any time in the given service area that month. Now, there are some speed bumps. Waymo isn't the only robo-taxi coming to LA. General Motors owned
Oh.
Cruise also said it would begin testing in the city, according to Slate, as the company fans out its own service to cities across the U.S. So General Motors is getting in the game.
And what's the name of the General Motors company?
Cruise.
Cruise. Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
The breakneck growth of robo-taxis hasn't been without its hiccups. In the same week that the CPUC made its decision, 10 cruise vehicles stalled out due to what the company blamed on connectivity issues in San Francisco's North Beach neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
causing a major traffic jam. Another cruise car drove into wet cement. So here's the
Yeah.
thing, if it's dependent on Wi-Fi or internet connectivity, they need to look into that a little more, because if it's going to stall out.
And they need to allow um, for an override so that the passenger, if they're capable, can actually maneuver the car to a safe space.
Right, where somebody can get behind the wheel and drive it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, so that is happening. Tech. So I would say taxis are already in Phoenix.
Yes.
Now they're coming to California. That is major. Uh, so we've been talking about driverless, and oh my God, there's nobody behind the wheel. It dawned on me when I was on a return trip in the airport, the little tram that takes you from the main part of the
To the
uh,
other terminals. Yeah.
to the other there's nobody driving that little train.
I didn't even think about that.
Everybody just gets in and stands up. The train is departing. The doors are closing. The train is departing. There is nobody driving the train.
I hadn't even thought about that, friend. You're correct. There is no driver up at the front of that car. Mm-mm.
Not a bit. I'm like, so AI is driving this thing back and forth, and we get in.
We just don't even think about it.
Mm-mm. And I think that's how it's going to be with the robo taxis. We will get used to the taxis.
I think the reason we trust the train is because it's on a track.
Oh, maybe that's it.
And we're familiar with, train tracks.
Trains.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't seem abnormal. Yeah, because now we got people on driving. The cars are driving.
Mm-hmm.
And Tesla has not released their full self-driving yet, because it is trying to maintain some safety stuff. Like, what happens if a child runs out in front of a car?
Exactly.
Is the car going to know how to respond?
And they had the bicycle incident when they first started several years ago. Mm-hmm.
Right. So they're trying to, like, okay, we are not just going to let it out in the wild without
some safeguards.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
because even with drivers who supposedly know what they're doing behind the wheel, okay, we need some safety protocols in place, and that's the thing that they're working on. And people are like, well, how come it hasn't happened yet? Give it, just let it marinate. Let's get
For real, because they're even talking about autonomous trucks. That is serious.
right,
Up and down highways, around mountains, that could be a real concern.
right,
Mhm,
right.
mhm.
So, anywho, that is
This week.
this week in tech history, and tech that is making history.
All righty, dighty. Well, you know, I just want to share a few. No, I only want to share one thing today, and that is you recognize that it is Hispanic History Month.
Yes.
And we haven't said anything about this all month. And so I found a little video because I needed information. I'm not as knowledgeable as I would like to be about Hispanic History Month. So I found a little video that I think will help us and will also help highlight some outstanding persons that we want to celebrate this month. So let me find my little video. See here and get it lined up here. Can you guys see that?
I can see it.
Okay, let me see if I can go full screen. That's full screen for them. Okay. And I'm going to start the video.
Hello, and welcome to Kids Connect, where you can learn all about the amazing world around you, with fun and educational facts and worksheets. Today, we're going to learn about a month-long celebration of a distinct history and culture in American society. There's much more to learn beyond burritos and dancing to salsa music. Can you guess what it is? It's Hispanic Heritage Month. Here's some trivia to think about while you watch. What is the name of a cartoon character representing the Hispanic and Latino diaspora, who introduces young viewers to basic Spanish vocabulary while going on adventures? Watch until the end for the answer. From September 15th to October 15th, Hispanic Heritage Month is celebrated annually in the United States. This month pays tribute to Hispanic and Latino Americans' rich history, diverse cultures, and invaluable contributions to America. Under President Lyndon B. Johnson, it started as a week-long celebration in 1968. The celebrations then expanded to a month long by President Ronald Reagan in 1988. Why September 15th? It coincided with the independence days of several Latin American countries in 1812, including Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua. Meanwhile, Mexico celebrates its independence from Spain on September 16th, followed by Chile on September 18th, and Belize on September 21st. Today, the Hispanic and Latino populations are among the fastest growing groups in the United States. As of 2020, there are more than 65 million people, which is about 20% of the total U.S. population. This is why Spanish is the second most spoken language in the U.S. The Latino and Hispanic communities of the U.S. originate from South and Central American countries including, but not limited to, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Peru, Cuba, the Dominican Republic, and Colombia. From these varied countries, Latino and Hispanic communities in the U.S. maintain strong cultural and religious identities, such as Catholicism, strong value on family, and close-knit communities. Multi-generational households are not uncommon, nor are festive family gatherings. You may think that Hispanic and Latino diaspora in the U.S. originated in the 20th century in search of better opportunities. But the Hispanic cities of St. Augustine, Florida, and Santa Fe, New Mexico, were founded even before the first successful English establishment in Plymouth, Massachusetts, in 1620. While recent migration has played a large part, many Latino and Hispanic people settled in the U.S. after the Mexican-American War and the signing of the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, in 1848. The treaty saw Mexican territories annexed by America, in what is now Texas, New Mexico, and California. Further movement occurred during the Bracero Program, from 1942 to 1964, allowing Mexican laborers to work temporarily in the U.S., to address labor shortages during World War II. Then, in 1959, the Cuban Revolution also prompted a wave of Cuban immigration to the U.S., particularly to Florida. There are also flourishing Hispanic and Latino communities in Florida, New York, Colorado, Illinois, Nevada, New Jersey, Georgia, North Carolina, and Arizona. During Hispanic Heritage Month, communities across the U.S. organize programs, festivals, cultural workshops, traditional music and dance performances, art exhibitions, and culinary events, showcasing the diversity and creativity of the Hispanic and Latino cultures. The month also provides a platform for discussing important topics such as immigration, cultural preservation, and social justice issues affecting their communities. While Hispanic and Latino cultures are undoubtedly as rich as their flavorful cuisines, such as tamales, tacos, and mole, many figures have made important contributions to various fields in the U.S., including arts, sciences, politics, sports, business, and more. Let's list some notable figures. Cesar Chavez was a labor leader, civil rights activist, and co-founder of the National Farm Workers Association. He advocated for fair wages and better working conditions for farm workers. Sonia Sotomayor is the first Latina Supreme Court justice. She was appointed in 2009 and is known for her dedication to justice and advocacy for equality and minority rights. Rita Moreno is an accomplished actress, singer, and dancer who achieved the rare accomplishment of an EGOT, which stands for Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Awards. Gloria Estefan is a Cuban-American singer and actress known for contributing to Latin and pop music and advocating for various causes. Lin-Manuel Miranda is a playwright, composer, and actor known for creating the hit Broadway musicals In the Heights and Hamilton, which reimagines American history with a diverse cast and hip-hop influences. Ellen Ochoa is the first Latina astronaut to go to space. She has contributed to space exploration and STEM education. Other famous Hispanic and Latino figures in popular culture are Jennifer Lopez, Selena Gomez, America Ferrera, Salma Hayek, Ricky Martin, and Oscar de la Hoya. In addition to celebrating past achievements, Hispanic Heritage Month emphasizes empowering the younger generation. It is a time to recognize the mosaic of cultures that enrich our society, and remind us that diversity and multiculturalism are our greatest strengths. And now for the answer you've been waiting for. Dora the Explorer is a beloved children's animated television show that has significantly impacted Latin and Hispanic cultures within the US and worldwide. The cartoon features a young Latina protagonist, Dora, who embarks on adventures while teaching valuable life lessons and solving problems. The show's bilingual format sees characters switch between English and Spanish seamlessly, and introduces young viewers to both languages. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this lesson, visit Kids Connect for fun worksheets on many more celebratory and world history topics.
So I just thought, okay, it is Hispanic History Month, and I wanted to honor that, but I didn't feel that I had enough knowledge to do it without using some kind of professional presentation. So I chose that one because whenever you want to learn something, folks, and whether it's tech or anything else, go to the library and get the children's book because they're going to teach you vocabulary. They're not going to, really make you struggle with that. Friend, you guys are muted. So
Oh,
that's what,
no.
that's what I wanted to share with you today. Um, and I hope it will help us to reflect on the fact that we are diverse and that this is a huge part of our population, 20% of the population. And as people immigrate, and if they're immigrating at the rate that we see on TV, if we believe that, then they're going to grow even quicker. And America, the browning of America, as they say, is supposed to, you know, become the majority by 2030. It could come even quicker. So maybe it would behoove us to learn a little Spanish and to get some knowledge about other groups. So that's what I have for you today. I know I'm usually talking about robots, but
Yeah, but this is good stuff. Thank you very much.
good. Guys, thank you so much for your time.
And then we got TJ in the house. Are we ready for some social media news? Okay. You are muted, or Mike is doing something.
Yeah, Mike is not.
My mic wasn't on.
Okay, there you go.
Wow.
Okay.
Don't you just love it? All right, so we're ready for social media news and update this week. We got a lot of stuff going. There's a juicy topic I want to get into. I might say Well, I will save that one for later. We'll see what that one's about. So
Okay.
let's see what do we have. Let's start with some new stuff, some new apps. Let me start with some new apps. There's a new app called well, it's not new. Klarna. Everybody heard of Klarna, right?
No, I don't think I have.
Klarna is the
Yes.
payment buy now pay later, or you separate it into two
Ye- yeah.
Oh,
You can.
payments.
it's
Yeah.
There's,
You.
electronic layaway. Go ahead.
yeah,
Uh,
there's Klarna, there's Afterpay, there's a couple of them
Mm.
that when you
right.
go to
Right.
buy a large item, that's
Mhm.
usually over $50. It gives you an option to break it up into 4 payments or different number of payments.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I
Okay,
remember.
right. So Klarna has an app.
Oh.
So they have an app, and they're introducing AI-powered image search tool called Shopping Lens in the app this week. They announced it this week. They're also launching shoppable videos in Europe, in-store product scanning, and a new cashback program, express refunds, and more. So this new shopping lens inside of the app allows users to take a picture of the items that they see in order to quickly find out where to buy them.
Mhm.
So they're saying the feature can visually identify more than 10 million items such as clothing and electronics and match these with more than 50 million store offers in the app search and compare tool. From there, you can compare prices, retailers, and you can look at reviews. Users will also be shown items that are similar to the product that they took a picture of. Now, Shopping Lens is available in the United States, the UK, Germany, Sweden, Denmark, and Norway. Now the shoppable video, they're saying that launched in October 2022. That's now available over in Europe, the UK, Germany, and Sweden. So Klarna wanted to branch out beyond simply being a payments app to become a place where consumers discover items and influencers promote products. The
Mm.
app's recommendation engine gives users a personalized video experience. Klarna notes that the average viewer time in the United States has increased by 60%, and click-through rates have increased by 25% with the launch of the shoppable video. That means they watch the video and they click through to purchase the item.
Mm.
Also, Klarna is introducing a feature that gives users access to product information when they're in a physical store by scanning the item's barcode for customer reviews to see whether there could be different colors or variants, or whether they can find a different price, or if they can, different things
Wow.
they want to look at. In-store scanning is available in the UK, US, Sweden, Germany, Denmark, and Norway. So that is Klarna. What do we think of that?
I think Klarna is going to beat out TikTok on
I,
shopping.
Yeah.
I like this. I like being able to just walk up to the item and click the, the
Scan
code
it.
to scan it.
Yeah.
And I like that whole idea of scanning. I just realized that functionality is on your phone. When you scan with the camera on iPhone, it tells you. I happened to scan the dog last week, and it said Labrador Retriever. I was like, what? What?
I
So,
know it's a Labrador Retriever.
right, but it just having the
And
lens,
have it respond like that. Yeah.
right, and then
Wow.
with Klarna having stuff, so when you scan with your with its app, it's telling
Mhm.
you all these different things about it, and you can make purchases so much
Right.
easier now. Well,
Right.
do I really want this? Because I remember going to a store wanting to know some more about.
That's what I was going to say. That what if Walmart or Amazon or any of those established places had
Mhm.
already done this? So you're out and about and you see something you want, you can scan it with, I think, like you said, you can scan it with Google and see where it's available, or Walmart or Amazon or wherever you like to shop. So Klarna came in and was like, well, we're going to do this because this is a need.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
This is a need. So you want to scan the item to at least get more information. Maybe you can't read the product label because they put the price tag over it. I've had that happen a lot of times. Like I'm
Wow.
trying to
Uh-huh.
read Yeah. So I'm like, you're not supposed to put it over the information. So it was like,
Correct.
well, let me scan it, and then it could pop up and say, well, you could get this cheaper at Walmart, or you could get this cheaper in Amazon.
Right.
So I have Amazon Prime. So if I'm right there, I'm gonna go boom, I'm gonna buy it and put it in my shopping cart for
Mm-hmm.
Amazon.
Yep.
And
And I don't have to carry it home either.
right, it's gonna come to my door.
I have to figure out delivery.
I don't have to go to the. This is the thing I hate. I hate going shopping, and this is especially the local supermarket we have. That is, people are fumbling for wallets and fumbling for money, and I'm like, you were
And y'all,
standing in
y'all
line. You knew
you,
you had to pay. I got my card. I got my card ready. I'm like, and it's tap and go. So I just ploop, and I'm like, I don't even get time to to talk to the cashier. So I'm like, I'm out. I don't want to do all that. So for me, this is good because I'm like, I want to buy something. Oh, I see that, and I, scan it with my phone, put it in my shopping cart, and leave. Instead of me getting the thing, like Tara Lena said, lugging it, putting it in a cart. It's big, it's heavy, it's too many things. And then
Mm-hmm.
here in New York, if you don't have your shopping bags, you gotta pay 25 cents a bag. I'm like, I'm tired of buying bags. So I'm like,
Ours
a
are
big
10
shopping
cents.
bag.
But I,
yeah, y'all always pay more. I don't know why. Ours is 10 cents, and I thought we were
25
supposed to
cents.
end that.
well, I know if it goes to 25 cents, you're going to see a different behavior because I'm not
Some of
doing
them
that
are
with
a
them.
dollar.
Wow.
Yeah, see, and I have bags I got to remember to put back in my car
Yes.
so
You
that
don't buy bags.
I'm not buying bags.
There
Mm-hmm.
was one time I was like, oh, I forgot. I walked out and I was like, I had to buy a bag. So I was like really mad. So it's just one of those things where it's convenient for me. I'm out and about and I see something I like and I scan it with my phone and put it in my Amazon cart and I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I like things like that. So Klarna, this is a good deal.
Yeah,
Plus, Klarna has the, buy now, pay later where you don't have to pay the full price. You can
right.
divide it up
You
into
break it up into
payments.
4 payments.
Yeah. Who doesn't love
That's
that?
that's a winner. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
On large
I've
items.
seen it. The Klarna, I haven't used it, but I've seen it on websites. Like I went to NewBalance.com to look at the sneakers, and
Mhm.
sneakers are like $100 or whatever. And there's the option there that says, "Oh, you can buy with Klarna, 4 payments," and they put the payments on your credit card. I was like, "Oh, okay, that's an incentive for me to buy."
Right, because they made it easy for you to make the purchase and
Mhm.
easy for them
Hmm.
to pay them. They
Yep,
made
easy
it.
to make the decision.
Mm-hmm.
And to
I don't.
budget.
Yeah, budget. I want this. It comes to me. It ships. I love all of those things. And I
And
remember a discussion I had online with some one of the websites I was on. This was before the pandemic. I think this was 2019 or 18 or something like that when Amazon Fresh was first coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And there was all these statements about, oh, who's going to buy groceries that come to your door? I like to go to the grocery store. And I was like, I'm signing up for this Amazon Fresh right away.
but
Who? I was like, are you people nuts? I don't have to get in the car. I don't have to get bags. I don't have to shop and run around the store and put everything in the cart and then stand in line, which I hate. People fumbling for wallets and this and that. And I'm like, oh. So then I'm thinking like this is it. So here we are, 2023, Amazon Fresh, Klarna. Oh, I love it. I love it all. Anything that saves us time.
Mm-hmm.
and that's the things, the saving of time. I do not need to be out in the environment. I can just be here, order, and
Nope.
it shows up at your house
Nope.
same
And that,
day,
I'm
one
and see
loving
day.
it.
the genius behind Amazon is not the Amazon itself, it is the system that they have. Because I
Yes.
think we mentioned this before. They started with it was just books, but
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Bezos figured out the system. And that means you could put anything in there, books, clothing, toys, electronics, whatever, because he had the system set up for you to buy and the distribution of it, which means it comes to your house. So that's why everybody's investing in Amazon because they made that system easy. And then
Right.
now, as a business owner, you can go into Amazon yourself as a business owner, and they
Yep.
will fulfill the order for you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for them to get into print on demand.
They already have that.
They have it? Okay.
For merchandise. They have print on demand for merchandise for your merch.
T-shirts, like T-shirts, mugs.
All of that. They have it.
See, I'm gonna check that out. Because they have the system. And if you already have Prime, you're there. Because I'm paying for Prime. I might as well buy it through them.
Yeah.
So that's how the system works. I'm sorry for those, local businesses. But here's another thing about being a local business, brick and mortar, mom and pop shop. You got to do extra stuff to get people in. You got to do by experience. You have to provide a great experience.
So here's than just the regular stuff.
Right. Just I have products. I have a cheap price. That's not going to get me out of my house if Amazon got me coddled. Wherever you come to me.
Yes, we got you. Because there's a store here that I went into, a grocery store, which I will not name right now. And we asked, do you have delivery? Oh, we will never do that. I was like, we will never do that.
Is this a local one store?
No, it's a chain. It's a chain.
Really?
That's crazy.
Huh.
And I'm thinking, you have loyal customers, and then you have elderly people who shop with you, and you're going to tell them we will never deliver?
I tell you, here's another group of people who need delivery. The caregiver. It's not just the person. It's not just the person who's disabled. It's the person who's taking care of them. Can I leave the house to go shopping?
And the thing is, Amazon takes EBT. So it's not about, I got to have a credit card. They take EBT. They take, if you have FSA, HSA, the health thing, they take all of that.
Right. And so it making it easy for your clients and customers to do business with you. There are people who cannot, like the caregivers need help. They can't leave the person they care for.
Exactly.
And
where's the convenience factor? Where's the consideration factor for people like that?
I'm like, we will never.
We will never deliver.
I was like, really? So I saw an opportunity because I can start a delivery service and go shopping at that store and deliver for them. Be the middleman. Since you won't deliver, we will deliver. Take the orders for the people, go pick up the groceries and do it.
That's crazy.
We'll do third party. We'll be the third party.
I said, the people that were saying in 2018 about Amazon Fresh was stupid. I'm like, stupid. I'm mad now because they raised it was free delivery. Now it's like you got to order a certain amount, which with Amazon Fresh, I only like to get shelf stable stuff because I read the reviews on fruits and vegetables and all the people say they get rotten fruit or they get this. I'm like, okay, I can't do that. So shelf stable stuff that's on the shelf, box chips, coffee, stuff like that. Frozen foods, frozen pizza, stuff like that. So
there are some other people who can deliver fresh for you.
Yes,
that have a good reputation for delivering fresh. You know what I mean? And
I'm like, but see, here in New York, there's a fruit stand at every corner, so I can just go to the corner and get
on your way home. Yeah,
right. But what I'm saying is, even in that, the fruit stand has a little helper that'll go around, and
they could do that through Grub. They could Grubhub it if they wanted to. But then there's the fees. I understand a lot of businesses don't want to do it for the fees, but we're getting into convenience because you want to be convenient.
And we're getting into inclement weather.
Yeah.
Right. And anybody feel like going down the stairs in the snow on the steps?
But here, there'll be people on the streets forever. They don't shut down unless it's like the flooding we had a week or two ago, or it's like a real storm. Other than that, they're out there selling that stuff on the corner, everything.
Yeah, they are out there, but it helps. I'm thinking about the old school days.
Yeah.
The grocer would take this out to Mrs. McGillicuddy because she can't
the butcher. You had a butcher that did, you knew, and they cut your meat the right way, or you went here and there. So we have a lot of that here. I know you guys have it. We call them the artisan stores where you go in and it's just olive oil. But
Right.
it's all kinds of olive oil. So that appeals to someone who is into that and knows the variety of the olives and where the region. That kind of stuff appeals to them, and they will pay a higher price for the olive oil versus
Mhm.
someone who doesn't really care and they get a recipe saying I need olive oil. They just go to the store, just pick up whatever. But
Right.
that's what the kind of experience you have to have. You as a local uh
Sure. Mhm.
I'm
brick and
just
mortar.
I think that people should figure out a way to get delivery in their system.
Yeah.
Figure it out. You can use DoorDash. You don't have to do DoorDash. I know the Chinese food restaurant around here, they don't use DoorDash. They deliver
They
on
have
their own.
local, yeah, they have local guys, yeah, local kids or whatever.
Right.
And
And they stay in a certain part of the neighborhood. They don't go out past a
right.
certain point, but they will deliver.
And the
Mhm.
pandemic increased a lot of this because I remember when we first got into it and we were talking about here on BizChicks, and I was saying a story about a guy who ran a bakery here that was a
Yes.
popular bakery, and
Mhm.
everybody wanted the bread, but no, we weren't going out. And he was complaining about, well, nobody wants the bread. I was like, you need to figure out how to deliver this bread to people.
Yes.
Bread?
Right.
You better figure this thing out. So I forgot who it was. I gotta go and see who it is and see if they
I
figured it
remember
out.
I remember talking about
Yeah,
that.
because
Right.
remember the guy was like, "Oh, his business gotta go out, and he gotta go out of business, and he can't sell the
Dude.
bread, and people want the bread." And I said, "Well, first of all, you should have been getting the email addresses with the bread
Right.
Mhm.
before the pandemic, and then when disaster strikes, hey guys, here sign up, get on your text message or whatever, and we're gonna deliver the bread to you."
And you can have 1 or 2 days a week when you deliver bread. Didn't have to be every day. People could
Yeah.
Right.
wait for
But he
that
remember
particular
remember
bread.
Sterling? I think it was like they really loved this bread. Like his
Right.
customers like
Exactly.
wanted the bread, but they didn't want to come into the store.
And
Exactly.
he could have contact delivery. Look,
Mhm.
if Domino's is doing it, you can
Right.
do it.
And see, but this was in the beginning when people like didn't know what to do. So they
Mhm.
didn't think about contactless. They were
Mhm.
all these restaurants and food places was like
Yeah,
nobody's coming in. I was like, but we still want to eat.
exactly. And we still like everybody likes
Figure it
takeout. It's
out.
not like takeout was new.
Right.
You made the point when you were talking about this story about how the milkman used to deliver
I
milk and you
remember
put
as a
your
child.
bottles
Yeah.
out.
Hmm.
Remember saying that?
Yeah, I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
as a child, the milk came to us, and the guy in the truck.
Yeah. And
And
you
put
had
it
a
on the
box
porch.
outside your door and they put it in the box and they took the empties.
Yes,
Yep.
Hmm.
And that when Crystal here, the Crystal Dairy here used to do that. I don't know if they're still doing that, but I'm
but see,
like,
people want that kind of thing. That goes in with this Klarna, with the Amazon. Instead of sitting back going, "Oh, Amazon's taking my business," figure out how to do what they did. Oh, people want. And the person that did this that really sticks into me is Gary Vaynerchuk and his father's wine store. Because
right,
his father
yes,
has one store in
right,
Edison, New Jersey, but he ships everywhere. And then they started that text message wine text. You
yep,
sign up, they have daily deals. Every day there's
Mhm.
a special, and you say you want it, like you text yes or no or whatever the system is. I'm not on it, and they ship it, and you're on the system. It charges your card, and they ship you the wine. You don't
There
have to
you
do
go.
anything but say yes to the text message. So he could have did that with the bread.
mm,
There you go.
So I
Yep.
don't know if one man is doing it with one store. He doesn't have a chain of store. He has one store.
right.
Mhm.
And he's making all this money because you figure out the distribution of it. So we all wanted to eat, we all wanted to drink, we all wanted to take out, and nobody was figuring out how to do it when the pandemic started. They were all crying and wringing their hands about being
Mhm.
out of business.
And then
So the
here comes,
enterprising people figured out,
yeah, and then
you
here
know,
came DoorDash.
yeah, the contactless, the DoorDash, all of that grew. So I just say, because the Klarna's here and saying, download the app and you're around, you're out.
Hey,
You could be going shopping with somebody else and you had no idea of buying a sofa or a couch or wherever you guys are, and you pull out your phone and the Klarna's like, you can buy that 4 payments.
And we'll ship it over to you.
Yeah, and we'll ship it to you. So that's what's up with Klarna. I didn't know they had an app. Now they have an app, and they have in Lens Shopping. Another one that's to do is called Lip Dub. Lip,
Mm.
LIPDUB, Lip Dub.
Lip dub.
This is by a video editing startup company called Captions. They launched a dubbing app, Lip Dub. Now, this is pretty popular. This dubbing for AI, and they use AI technology. So this is they launched an app called Lip Dub for translating video clips into 28 languages. So
Oh.
it's available in the App Store for free. It supports French, Hindi, Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, Japanese, and more. The app lets users translate videos into Texas slang, Gen Z, pirate talk, and baby talk. So they're saying that what they do, and I've seen this 11 Labs. I don't know if I mentioned it here. 11 Labs is another audio AI. They have it where you type in text and it turns it into voice. You can choose your voice or whoever you want
Oh.
to say it.
I
So they
think
have
YouTube
this too
was
where you can take it and turn it into different languages. Now, why would you want to do this? Is because if you're doing stuff on YouTube or TikTok or anywhere and you want to get more than English speakers
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm.
and you don't know the language, you don't know French, but you want those people in Paris, here you go. You use this app.
Oh.
But this app isn't the only one. So there's a couple of them. One is called Murph AI that does text to audio. 11 Labs does text to audio. You're going to see this a lot more. So this is one of the more popular ones.
Mhm.
So you can take a video of a single person talking to talking up to 1 minute, and then you can share it on other social media platforms. So captions are saying that more than 3 million creators have used this video editing app. The startup claims it has more than 100,000 daily users. So
Wow.
they have different AI powered features around video editing, such as removing ums and ahs, reducing the background noise, and enhancing the speech. And so they have a feature that's called AI lip dub that will change the lip movements in post production editing if you change the transcript.
Mm.
Oh.
So this caption was founded in 2021 by Garvo Misra, who was the head of design engineering at Snap. So this is somebody
Mhm.
from Snapchat. And this is a trend. So YouTube is doing it also. I believe they said they were going to, one of the things they were going to put in.
Mhm.
So you can wait for YouTube, or you can try this app. Is free.
Yeah, I think YouTube did say they were gonna do translation.
Yeah. They haven't, I don't think it's released yet, but they are going to do it. They said June they were testing an AI powered tool to let people do this. So we'll see. But this app is out today. We want to use it.
Wow.
The dub. All righty. Let's move on to. All right, that one I'll save. That's the last one. Let's look at TikTok. There's some stuff going on with TikTok. Before we get there, because that's got a lot of legal stuff. Let's
Mhm.
get the other stuff out of the way. So this one. So last week we talked about Doll E3
Yes.
AI image generated inside Bing Chat. Remember, Terlene? And then we
Yes.
did a
Mhm.
demo. I think I did sunflowers or something, and
You
it's
did
free.
sunflowers, and then
Yeah,
you did the girl. That
yeah.
was
So it's free. But now Microsoft said that last week, but this week they made some changes to Doll E3. They have reined in the tool and put
Mm.
some censorship into it, and people are complaining about it. So they are so users are are trying putting in innocent text prompts to create the image, because you have to type in, you say create an image of. But
Mhm.
they're saying, some people are saying that they're typing in innocent words and they're getting denied, and Microsoft, gives them a warning, say this is against our rules or something. Now it's not just excuse me, it's not just Doll E3. I've done with Mid Journey. I've seen that this week. I used the word hemp, HEMP, and it said it was against the rules.
Hmm.
Because I was doing image of a woman with a hat with a hemp necklace, like a rope, like the like a rope
Yes.
necklace.
Woven. Uh-huh.
And I got the prompt from some discussion. I was like, oh, let me try that. And so I copied and pasted the whole thing. And they didn't, Mid Journey was like, we can't do that because we don't like the word hemp.
Hmm.
So I was like, okay. So it's not just doll E. So you're seeing a lot of they're calling it censorship. I'm saying that there's a line you can't cross. Yes,
Safeguards.
these
Trying
tools,
to.
yeah, these tools will allow you to create things out of your mind and imagination, but there are some places you are not supposed to go. And these kids, and I'm thinking it's kids, like young Gen Z, let's break it. Let's see what if we put this in. And so it was this week, it was
Or
some image about Mickey Mouse and 9/11 that Microsoft, after somebody made that, Microsoft pulled the reins back. So
wow.
but we use it innocently, so we should be fine. It's the people that want to,
Do
go
weird
beyond.
stuff.
Abuse the tool.
They want to abuse the tool. They want to do all kind of
When
crazy
purpose is not understood,
terrorists, whatever they're
abuse
doing.
is inevitable.
Right. So
And see, yeah, and all of these people, these tools do not belong to us. They belong to the people who created them. They
yeah,
do what they want to. And we can cry, oh, that's censorship, whatever.
it's free. But
You're
Microsoft
not
Bing
using,
Chat is free. Dolly 3, they were nice enough to put it in there because we were talking about this last week. Because I remember Dr. Shadi said, "Well, is it free? Because you have to pay for Doll E over on OpenAI.com. It's not free.
yeah,
They give you a couple of credits, and after that, you got to pay."
right.
So
And
I'm like,
it ain't your stuff. So,
Microsoft is letting you use it for free. They have a reason why, but you're using it for free, and here you are trying to break the toy.
it's like some bad kid coming over to somebody
Yeah,
else's house trying to
yeah.
tear
We
up the
over here
stuff. Come
trying to
on,
enjoy
y'all.
this free thing. So
And
that's
y'all
what's
trying to mess
going
it
on with
up
that.
for the rest of us.
Mercy.
And people have done that a lot. The bad actors get in there and start trying to do stuff that they were not meant to do. And so now they got to clamp down and not let us do some stuff.
Why can't we have nice things?
Look, I was playing around with Canva, has something from Runway in it.
Yeah, they have a
Now,
lot of new things.
I was over there playing with some stuff. I'm like, huh.
Yeah, I've done some image stuff inside of Canva because they have something new called Canva Magic. Something I haven't really delved
Magic
into it.
Media.
Yeah,
Magic Media. Yeah.
yeah, Magic Media. So they have a lot of tools over there, and you can create images, text images over there, and they also have video. I think I played around with this when it was beta. You could take video of yourself and change the words and different things. So
Yeah,
this is what's happening. We talked about this on Tuesday, me and Carolina, because I showed you when I made the Mercedes image. I used Mid Journey and made a Mercedes ad, a photo that could be used in a Mercedes. And all I did was type in Mercedes GLC and the color.
Wow.
And I said, scenic background. Did you see that, friend? I know you were there in the.
I'm going to go back and take a look at it, but I think, being able
I
to
can show it to you now. That's what I said.
Oh, okay, let's take a look.
Because I have the image. Let me open it. Because I'm finding out, and YouTube is good for this, where a lot of people are doing this, testing prompts and saying you can do this and you can do that and this is cool and whatnot. So I've been there playing around and thinking, okay, this is great. So when I saw what the person did, they used a truck. They used like I forgot, the Dodge truck but they were like, oh, you put the truck in, and then you have to be specific
Right.
with this. You have to be
right.
and then you get something. And I was like, you could use that as an ad. All right, let me bring it up. I have it. And let me show you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, all I did was type in Mercedes GLC Polar White, and then Terry and I were saying, well, she was like, "Oh, look, it's on ice," and I said, "Well, I didn't ask for that, but because I used the word polar,
And it came back with polar
right?
environment.
Because see, his one on the mountaintop. These you could easily use in print ads on the web. Um, when they get to it, when you make video, they're gonna be able to
Yes.
do commercials without having to have a crew and pay millions of dollars. And you know how the car commercials have the car driving and all
Right,
this
right,
stuff.
right. I'm think I'm gonna take a look into doing something like that too, because
Mhm.
that's in because they're on the Canva thing. It has where you can get a video
Yes,
of probably having a video of this car driving.
right. It's not really like smooth yet, but it will be.
Hmm.
It will be. But I was just like blown away, and I had made these images like Monday night before the Tuesday. The Tuesday show, and I was so excited. I was like, I stayed up to like late playing around. So that's what's going on. I know we're getting off track, but I
But
just wanted to show
it's
that.
good sometime to get off track to know what we have available in the way of tools.
Hmm. They're just
Because
getting better. What I wanted to say was they're getting better and better.
yeah, because social media can be what we're learning is that these tools are for our benefit. I was listening to something
Right.
from Gary V. He said, I don't know why y'all think social media is the last option. Y'all better try to make it first.
Exactly. That was one of his last videos that he put up. I heard that. But people aren't listening. So, but
No,
that's on you to not listen.
because he's telling us, he's like,
It's out there for free. He's not charging. He could. He's
he
not
really
charging.
could.
It's
And
for free. It's for free.
yeah,
All right, so let me get back to this. We got a couple from YouTube. And I've experienced this, and I may be mad. YouTube is cracking down on the ad blockers. We talked about this last week too. I think we were saying about YouTube is. I thought it was 11. When I remember YouTube Premium, I remember $9.99. That's how far back I can go with it.
yeah, it's
And the
not
last time I
9.99
did a
anymore.
trial, it was $11.99, and I cut the because I'm not paying, but I did the trial. Now it is 14.
13.99, 13.99.
I'm not paying it.
Now
So
the ad blockers, they had threatened to do this a few months back.
yes, we talked about it here, but they're doing it now, and I thought. But what I did was I just clicked away from it, and it went away. Now here's the deal with that. So you can click on it and go away, but it's only going to allow you to see 3 videos, and then it will stop you completely. So people are complaining. So if you go to YouTube and you got an ad blocker like I do, you're gonna get a nice little pop-up that says, "Oh, ad blockers are not allowed on YouTube, and you should pay. And here's the options to pay." And I click away. So I'm gonna whatever the fix is for this after this, somebody's gonna get the fix. I'm finding it because I'm not paying. Was it $15?
13, it's 14 right now,
14.
but
I'm not paying for that. I know that that's how YouTube makes their money. They can get it from the other people that are willing to pay and can pay it. I'm like, that's gonna be at the very. I will pay for that way down the line if I have to. But that's what's going on now. So this popping up is making people annoyed. People can click away from it, but it will stop you after 3 videos, and then it really stops you. Like you can't watch anything on YouTube. So that's what's been happening. And they've been rolling this out since May, but they're in ramping it up. And we talked about this that they're gradually turning up the heat.
yeah.
Right.
Well, because then that's how they can pay the creators too.
Yes.
Because the
Yes.
creators,
I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's how they pay the creators, but I'm holding out for as long as I can.
I am not gonna do it. Okay.
I got other things. I'd rather put that money in the Mid Journey that lets me make images where I can do something that's possibly revenue generating for me.
Generating, yeah.
Whereas YouTube, I'm not at the level of making money yet. The
Mhm.
ad partnership program and all that, I'm not there yet. So, but I know what it's for. It's for to pay the creators. So there you have it. Also, YouTube is adding a new audio description option and preferred pronouns for creator profiles. So they have a new option to utilize multi-language audio to add audio descriptive tracks in your videos, providing you another way to expand your audience engagement options. More languages, expose you to more people. So this is audio description. It's an additional narration track which describes what's happening in a clip, helping those with visual impairments to engage with the content.
That's good.
All right, so they're putting that in. So it'll be within the subtitle section. You'll be able to include audio descriptive tracks.
That's pretty good.
Right. Also, they're rolling out a new pronoun feature on the channel page, and this is U.S. only. You'll be able to add your pronouns like he, she, they, whatever you want to be called. Right. So they're putting that in the app. And Google is announcing a new AI image generation tool. They don't want Microsoft to have all the fun from last week. So they have within Google's SGE, which is the search, I think it's search generated. It's the labs part. It's the part where they test everything out.
Okay.
So you can do text to image diffusion models just like DALL-E, and it's within the SGE section. So you go to your Google account and you sign up for Google Labs, and you'll see all the great stuff that's in there. So that's what Google is doing. Now let's talk about TikTok, because they got some legal stuff going on. Montana's TikTok ban is there's a judge that they're starting to hear about remember when Montana said last year that they're banning all TikTok residents, right? So there was a judge yesterday that heard the arguments, and he's saying that okay, no, this doesn't make any sense. And he's I forgot what he did. He questioned the state attorney general's office, and he's saying, these are his quotes, does that seem a little strange? He says no other state has followed suit to ban TikTok. Does that seem a little strange to you? So
didn't another state, they banned it on government?
Yeah, devices. It's banned on all government everywhere.
Right. So, but not
federal
the entire
and state. Federal and state. But this is average citizen. So this judge, they're starting to hear the arguments, and he was like, okay, this doesn't sound good. And he says that he questions, is it necessary to protect the data of TikTok users in the state, and said question if the state was being paternalistic. Here's this quote: everybody on TikTok voluntarily gives their personal data. So if they want to give that information to whatever the platform is, how is it that you can protect them? This is the judge. Now, he has a point, because it's hard to enforce the ban. Right. It's hard to do that.
Right. So if people want to willfully turn over their soul, they can. Yeah.
The judge is saying you can't stop that. So that's where Montana's arguing that they can. So that's where they are in Montana. Now let's move on to Utah. Utah is suing TikTok, claiming the app has harmful impact on children. And also this week, because of what's going on in the Israeli-Hamas conflict, that I've seen a lot of stories saying that you should just take the apps off your kid's phone because all of the stuff that's happening. Now that's up to you as a parental decision. Mm-hmm. But Utah is saying that TikTok is harming children by intentionally keeping young users spending unhealthy amounts of time on the app. So this is Utah, Montana, Indiana has something going on with TikTok, and Arkansas has something with TikTok, and California had something with TikTok also. So,
but then we always have to remember that the people who own TikTok don't let their kids.
Yeah, the CEO, his kids don't.
He won't let his own kids be on
the product. Kids don't use none of the things either.
So again, it's a parental issue first.
Yes.
Take your kids, tell them take the app off the phone.
Right. So this is where we are with the TikTok is problematic, but here we are at the point is like, how do you enforce the bans of whatever you want to do? whatever you want to do about it, and each state is trying to take action, but they're getting, there's different things going on. So it's like I said, we're keeping an eye on it. Nothing
Yeah.
from the federal level yet, except for federal
Government.
employees. But for
Yeah.
average citizens, that, like that judge said, if you want to be foolish, be that you. This is America. You can be foolish. Doesn't
Yeah,
make you right.
he again, because it's choice.
Yeah,
These
because he's looking
there's
at it from the legal standpoint. You can't stop them.
right, and it's a choice.
Yeah. So
You have a choice. You can be stupid and let them have your info, or you can not have it.
and we talked about how TikTok, the Gen Z and middle, they don't really care. They're using it. They don't really care. And I'm like, okay, use it. But this is where we are. This is where we are. Where we go from here, I don't know. But we're in this boat and we're in the middle of the ocean.
Mhm.
I don't know where we're gonna hit land, or I don't know what we're gonna hit, but we're in this ocean. All right, one more from TikTok. TikTok supports direct posting from AI powered Adobe apps, CapCut and Twitch and more apps. What this is that it's a new feature that allows you to post directly to that platform within the Adobe apps. So if you use Premiere Pro to edit your videos, there'll be an option for you to publish directly to TikTok. CapCut and Adobe Express, Twitch, they have a different, I have a list of things. So it's called direct post. Direct post. So it'll be under the share to options, which allow third-party apps to publish to TikTok along with their own hashtags. So that's what's going on with TikTok. Now, let's get to this Meta. And before I do that, let's talk about Threads real quick. Threads has an edit option, which I'm happy about. You get to edit your post for up to 5 minutes after publishing for free. There was some grumbling about the 5 minutes, but again, like we said, it's free.
Okay, come on, y'all. Really?
It's free. Now, remember, Meta is testing out ways for you to pay them to use their app. So don't grumble about this. It's for free. Now, over on X or whatever they're calling themselves today, it costs you money to edit your post. So
right, and for me, I just delete and redo.
Yeah, I never saw it a big deal. Delete and do it again, but there's whining about edit. So here, Threads is giving you an edit button. They also added video notes. You can leave a video note on your threads. So there should be an icon. I think I saw mine today. It looks like a microphone, and you tap it and you just say your note, and it posts to your Threads account. Yeah, so there's a little icon. It looks like a microphone. Forgot what it's called. I forgot to put that part in here, but I've seen that. So that rolled out today. Also, another thing that happened this week with Threads, that someone inadvertently, by mistake, released a screenshot of a trending topics tab that's coming to Threads.
You thought it was by accident?
It was they're saying it was some internal thing, and somebody posted by accident. Somebody saw it on Twitter or somewhere before it got deleted. So Instagram Threads is preparing to launch a much in-demand feature, Trends. A Thread user spotted the update in a screenshot posted accidentally by a Threads employee over the weekend. It showed a numbered list of trending topics as well as how many threads were actively discussing each item. So if you've used Twitter, remember Twitter, that was the best part of Twitter. You can go to Trends and you can see what people were talking about in your country or in your area, in your city, and that it means that what was most discussed. So they were tracking that. This is something that we've been asking for, so it is coming soon. Again, no word from Meta. So an employee let the cat out the bag, and people are kind of happy. All right, so the last thing we got here is from Meta. And I think I mentioned this last week. Meta's working on an AI chatbot. I think we talked about it, and then they were going to use celebrity voices or something. I think we mentioned it.
Yeah, I remember hearing that they picked There was certain celebrity
Right.
voice that
Well,
was
it
available.
is live, and people are not happy. I'm going to demo it in a minute, but let me tell you a little bit more. So last month, Meta CEO Zuckerberg announced the chatbots, which are based on the personalities of celebrities, including Kendall Jenner, Tom Brady, YouTube creator James Mr. Beast Donaldson, and TikTok star Charlie D'Amelio. I think that's how you say her name. So Meta has introduced social media profiles that imitate celebrities to bring the fans closer to their idols. A lot of people are not liking it, and I'm going to show you why in a minute. So what they rely on is the AI pro. You visually see Kendall Jenner, but she's calling herself Billy. Yeah, and I have to demo this for you because Billy has her own Instagram. Let me bring it. Okay, can you see that? If not, I want to zoom it.
Yeah, okay.
Can you
I
see
see.
it?
I
Or should I
see.
zoom it?
I see. You can zoom it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, so this is
your
your
sis.
sis Billy on Instagram, 119K followers.
Mm-hmm.
Here's her profile, Billy, AI managed by Meta. Your local rider dies /NYC. Message me to get started. So here's some posts. You know, not a lot, just a few. Now I want to show you this one. And you see that's a coffee cup.
Mm-hmm.
But look at this. There's a watermark saying inspired by, imagined by AI. So this is all AI. This is no person behind it.
So they stamped it.
Here's one pizza shop. They put that little stamp on, and I believe there's going to be other ways because we talked about Meta wanting to do more AI creation for creators and people, but they're going to put something in it to say that it's AI. The watermark is one, but I think they're working on more because the watermark I can easily erase that if I want to. But here's what happened this week. And I have a little app that if you can see this, it tells me the engagement level. So this last post from Billy has 314% engagement, whereas the other posts were like 3%, 2%. Here's one for 15%. So I have a little additional thing on there. But I'm gonna click on it and show
Hey
it
guys,
to you.
it's Billy. I just want to introduce myself. I am here to chat whenever you want. Message me for any advice. I am ready to talk, and I hope to talk to you soon. Hey guys, it's Billy.
Okay, so did you see that? Want to play it again?
I saw it. So
Hey guys, it's Billy. I just want to introduce myself. I am here to chat whenever you want. Message me for any advice. I am ready to talk,
Okay,
and I hope
I'm gonna mute this because I want you to see the comments. So your sis Billy says, "Hey everyone, I'm Billy, and AI managed by Meta. I'm played by Kendall Jenner, which means she'll show up in some of my photos and videos on my page. Some of the other content on my account will be AI generated. You'll see this by the logo on the bottom of the image, along with Imagine by hashtag Imagine with AI in the caption. To get to know me, Billy, and ask any big sis questions, message me to get started." So people are saying, here's one comment: is this legal? Did Kendall consent to this? Is she getting money from this? This is honestly scary. Somebody said, what the freak is going on? And there's more comments. So I'm going to close
because if I'm looking at her, she's saying her name is Billy. She looks like Kendall. This is
that's
invasion
what's going on. That's what's going on exactly.
Invasion of the body snatchers. Come on, y'all. Really?
No, there was a note in the article that one celebrity was paid $5 million. Let me see. I want to make sure. They were paid $5 million for 6 hours to do this. Oh, I didn't post it. It was in one of the articles. I'm thinking it's her. So this is the deal. It's called Billy. Why is it called Kendall Jenner? Because that's Kendall Jenner's face talking, but it's AI. So when you look at the, go ahead.
I would not. I know this is not her because y'all just said it wasn't her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just using her look and her face. Is that her voice?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know what she sounds like.
Why would I do that and it's fake? Why would I interact with a bot that I know is fake?
So here's what happened when you go to the profile and there's a learn more. It says about AI chat characters, what you should know. AI character profiles are managed by Meta. Content posted may be generated by both humans and AI tools. The chat with the AI directly, use Instagram Direct, and then it talks about what generative AI is. Now, she's not the only one.
Oh my
And
God.
Billy/Kindle. So I got a whole list. Hold on now. So Charlie D'Amelio, I think she's the TikTok girl that's like
she's
number one chick. She's going to be Coco, dance enthusiast. Let's see. Chris Paul as Perry, pro golfer who helps you perfect your swing. Dwayne Wade as Victor, Iron Man triathlete who motivates you to do your best.
But
Kendall
why can't they just be themselves and do all of that?
Yeah, okay. We get to that. So here's a couple more. Mr. Beast as Zach, the big brother who will roast you because he cares. Naomi Osaka as Tamika, anime obsessed sailor Senshi in training. Paris Hilton as Amber, detective partner in crime solving. Snoop Dogg as Dungeon Master, choose your own adventure with the Dungeon Master. And Tom Brady as Brew, articulate sports debater who never misses a beat.
I'm confused.
And here's a quote from Mr. Meta himself, Mr. Zuckerberg. He says, "It'll be fun for consumers."
It's confusing.
Yes, very confusing. Why can't they just be themselves?
That's what I'm saying. Let them still do all of that stuff. Pay them to do whatever you pay them, and let them be them on the thing. Because now I know I'm talking to. So now you messing, crossing up wires in people's brain.
But see, my thing is, Meta has to have some kind of approval from them. They can't just use their likeness.
So I'm saying that they have the approval. Why don't you just let them do the stuff that you want them to do? Like, let Dwayne Wade tell you about how to win in life and blah, 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 but be Dwayne Wade.
But he's talking as an Iron Man triathlete.
But I would go to Dwayne Wade
for basketball.
But I know he has a condition, so I understand that. But I would go to Dwayne Wade because he's Dwayne Wade, not because he's Trevor or whoever he's supposed to be.
Yeah, so this is confusing. No one understands why. Only in Zuckerberg's mind does it make sense. For Kendall Jenner to be on here, something called Your Sis, Billy?
Your Sis,
why
Billy.
Can't she be Kendall Jenner AI? Why can't she be AI Kendall?
Yeah, Kendall AI, something, but not this.
And you get to interact with Kendall AI, and she talks back and as Kendall Jenner.
Kendall AI.
Snoop Dogg. I'm there for Snoop Dogg. I'm a fan of Snoop Dogg.
Okay, so Snoop Dogg AI, something, but don't change who they are. Oh, wow.
Okay, so the idea is to bring fans closer to their idols, but this is a big no. No, the fans, the people that interact, you can go in and see the comments. People are a big no.
This is not going to stick. This is going to be one of the things that disappears.
Now, here's one more thing about this. These AI advertisers could jeopardize brand relationships because they're saying some celebrity AI advertisers have made negative comments about brands, which could jeopardize their real life business relationships. Who talked the celebrity into this is what I want to know, because this is crazy. Okay,
and that much money in the world that's going to jeopardize your brands no.
See, here's the thing. They want to jump into AI. They don't understand it and relying on people to understand it for you, but they're making mistakes. So this means celebrity, if you want to protect your image, you trying to get a little knowledge about AI. You don't got to deep dive. You don't have to be the professor. You can read a couple things and get a handle on it and go, okay, this meta thing, it doesn't work.
So in every coaching system and everything on being better in life, they tell you to be your authentic self. this ain't that.
I don't understand. It makes no sense. I mean, I understand the AI concept, the AI avatar, yes, but have Kendall Jenner talk to me as her.
Yes. I would listen to
Tell
her
me
AI
about the
version.
modeling world. Tell me about building a brand. Kim Kardashian can come on and talk about her businesses. The other one that has the cosmetic, talk about that. But they don't want to do that. They want him to come on as some kind of role play.
Oh, okay. So, what is that? When they had a hologram of Michael Jackson?
Yes.
Okay. We knew that was Michael Jackson. We know that wasn't him, and it was a hologram, but it was still him singing the songs and doing whatever. Why can't we just do that?
Like I said, this is out of the mind of Zuckerberg. And if you work at Meta and you know better, you can't say anything to him. You can't say. I mean, they probably have said things because I've heard, internally, like they'll tell stuff, and this happens with Threads between the CEO of Threads and Zuckerberg, and he said that he fought for Threads to be separate because they wanted to put Threads inside of Instagram, and I was like that wasn't gonna work. So he fought. The CEO of Instagram and Threads fought tooth and nail. Please do not put. So there's things inside of Meta that we're not privy to, but some of the stuff comes out, and I'm pretty sure a couple of people said this does not work. But Zuckerberg was like, it'll be fun. Come on. They'll love it. The kids will love it because they're doing this to get Gen Z. And Gen Z is like,
they're not coming over here for some Billy. They might come for Kylie. They might come for the actual person, but they're not coming for somebody named Billy that looks like Kylie.
Gen Z is not letting go of TikTok. They're digging in even further. And that's what we mentioned earlier. They're not leaving TikTok. Not for this. They're not going to Meta for this. They're not going. Facebook to them is for their grandma. They're not going to Facebook. They barely want to go to Instagram. They are on TikTok and loving it. So Zuckerberg is like, this will be fun. This will bring the kids over.
No, it will not.
This is stupid. It's dumb, but it's Meta. Zuckerberg wants to do this, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to be happy with all of this negativity because it's like 100% no from everybody because it makes no sense. It must make sense. And this makes no sense.
You confused me. We was doing good until you don't mess with stuff. Just
so here you go. AI good and AI bad. We got to talk about the good and the bad.
And the bad and the ugly.
And the ugly. All right, so that's your social media weekend review.
Well, thank you, TJ. And that is our week in tech history. Dr. Tachi is on assignment, and so we are good to go. I'm just thinking, wow. That's why you tune in here every week, because we bring you things that you need to know about tech, social media, and media, things to help you take the hassle out of your hustle so that you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. We invite you to become a part of the BizChicks community. You can do that by going to bizchicks.net, or you can text biz to 33777. Thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel. And come back for more information that's going to help you grow. TJ will be here on Tuesday with some really, and she gets to go in a little bit deeper on the social media and the digital marketing on Tuesday mornings. So that should be your class every Tuesday, so that you can come in and make some changes and make some smart moves where that is concerned. And Dr. Tachi is doing media scopes on Wednesday, and get ready for Indie Soup because that's coming up. And then all of the rest of the week, we've got Coach Karen on Wednesday. We've got Robin Shimizu talking health and wellness. And then Friday, we're back here again, and we're talking all things tech so that you can stay in the know in a safe place. And you can come here and ask questions, get some answers, things that you need to help you with everything you need for your business. So we want to say thank you for tuning in today. Remember, we're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle so you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. We will see you next week, and have a great weekend. It's fall, y'all, and have some fun.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Enjoy. Talk to you really, really soon.
Bye.